Hey there, Core Plus More. So it is Wednesday. That means we're doing our social emotional learning stuff. We're going to be getting into the second step, and we'll be doing some hater day as well. I do want to take a look at what our objectives are for this, though. Our activity today, Unit 1, Lesson 2. We did Lesson 1 last week. Hopefully you remember. I know some of you were absent for excused absences within the building. So we're looking at identity. A healthy self-concept is key to your success and well-being in school and in life. During adolescence, you are developing your sense of self. Today's lesson guides you towards evaluating yourself in favorable ways based on how you see yourself now and in the future and the positive traits that others see in you. So our objectives, we're going to recognize that identity is complex and shaped by many factors. And we're going to learn what aspects, both internal and external, make up our identity. Our theme on this is growth mindset. You will need a paper and pencil for this one. Does make a note that there might be some new vocabulary words that we will need help with during this lesson. And so we're going to go ahead and take a look at those things as needed as we get into it to make sure we can understand it together. So the actual lesson piece that we pull up on the computer is going to be coming up here on the main screen here. And then after we finish our second step goals, and we're going to work through that, the whole activity. It's not going to be like, let's rush through it. I know that was a little bit of a struggle last week. You were like, oh, it's Wednesday, we want to do hater day. I recognize that, and I have been the one who has told you that that is an important part of our social emotional learning as well, and I stand by that. That being said, all parts of this lesson are an important part of it. We need to make sure that we actually take the identity activities, the second step activities seriously so that we can effectively use the enrichment activities like hater day as they get added towards the end of the period. It only takes like 5 or 10 minutes anyhow, so rushing through doesn't really make it better for that activity. So we want to make sure we stay focused on this identity, our growth mindset concept here. We're going to be on growth mindset for the next 3 lessons today, next Wednesday, and the Wednesday after that. And then we're going to be going into continuing a little bit with growth mindset and looking at how that applies to academic success. Then going into decision making and planning ahead, and then planning ahead and resilience, and that will get us through the end of Unit 1. So that is going to be 7 weeks total. So we have 6 weeks left counting today, and I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to our identity notes, bringing them up right here on the board so we can start working on our second step activities. Thanks so much. Happy Wednesday.